The Beat of Toronto, Flow 93.5. Welcome to it, your 5 o'clock traffic jam. My name is Mastermind, and very special co-host today. We got the one and only. He's got so many names on the resume now, so I'm going to go with rapper, actor, activist.
Yes.
Common is in the building.
Yes. What's up, Mastermind? What's up to everybody in Toronto? It's good to be here.
So let me ask you. So you've been a rapper for so many years. Your discography is incredible. How do you stay more? You just released a new album.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, I mean the title "Nobody's Smiling." When I hear the title, I think about Rakim's line.
Yeah.
From "In the Ghetto."
Yes.
But is that the influence?
Well, that's where the phrase came from. The influence was really me being around some people from Chicago, like some teenagers just listening, talking. And I was like, man, these kids are really like me. Like, I grew up the same way they did, and I knew the situations that they were going through, like the struggles and some of the tough times. There's been a lot of violence going on in Chicago, and just the things that's going on in the inner city. And I said, nobody's smiling is just a way to describe that situation, but also a way to spark it and say, let's get out of the situation. You know, it's more like, okay, this is what's going on, but we're going to change that. So I wanted this music to be the soundtrack to a movement, and being active. As you said, I am an activist, and I'm working more and more to be active in the community, not just only in Chicago, but across the inner cities in the world, just creating better lives. And
you notice with the young kids and the kind of music that they're listening to, do you feel I'm going to call you an OG, because when Can I Borrow a Dollar came out, some of these kids wasn't even around,
right? That was 22 years ago.
Right. So do you believe that you are really reaching them when you hit them with this musical message? Like, are you getting at the people you need to get at?
Yeah, I really feel like it happened this album. I feel like this album I was humble myself enough to know that I don't know everything. And I was like, man, I really saw myself in the younger generation, and I understood that and was like, man, I'm no different from them. Why do we have like a wall up in between us, and we'd be like, oh, this guy young, this guy old, this girl young. It's like, man, it's all like who we are, trying to get better, put out great music, and improve the culture. And when I listen to music, I don't listen like, man, this person 33 or this person like 16. I'm like, yo, it's a great song. I like it. Whether it's whether it's the group that made No Flex Zone, or whether it's Jay-Z. It's like, to me, it's like, wait, I like the music, I like it. So with that being said, I think this album was about bridging that gap and saying, like, I even got a lot of young artists on from Chicago, like Dreezy, Lil Herb, and a couple artists,
If you haven't heard, Common is in the building. He's co-hosting the 5 o'clock traffic jam. The new album is Nobody's Smiling. It's officially out right now. If you are a Common fan, and even if you're not a Common fan, you need to pick the album up and listen to it. There's a lot of incredible stuff on the album. But congratulations are in order, because you were involved in what I believe. I haven't seen the movie. I saw the trailer. And anytime I watch a movie trailer, if I get goosebumps, it means it's powerful.
Oh, that's
right?
Great.
And the movie Selma is a powerful looking movie. And then the Golden Globe nominations came out today, and the movie snagged 4, including Best Drama, but more so, you and John Legend got a nomination for the song Glory.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, on the way up on the tour bus, I was sleeping, then I got woke up out of my bunk, and Melissa, who works with me, said, hey, I got to tell you something. And she was like, man, you got a Golden Globe nomination. I was like, waking up like, what? Like, we got a Golden Globe nomination. So I want to give love to John Legend and also to Selma, the movie. The movie is incredible, people. You got to see it.
Yes.
It's so relevant to what's going on now. And Ava DuVernay did excellent work, man. And this is a black woman who could be hopefully the first black woman nominated for an Oscar. But just regardless the point of what she did and how poignant this movie is, and what David Oyelowo did, and all the people who really lived the lives of Selma means something too. But it's so relevant to where we are now.
Right. If you don't know what Selma's about, we're going to post the trailer for you on the blog when we put this interview on the blog as well. But it's basically about Dr. Martin Luther King marching to Selma. I just found this out the other day. Selma's an actual place.
Yes.
And there was
Alabama.
the march to that place, and the movie revolves around that and all the political stuff that happened around it.
Yeah, so Selma, they actually started in Selma. They picked Selma, Alabama to be a place where they would start the march, and it was about really getting voting rights. It was a time where they wouldn't allow black people to vote because, they would come up with these rules or whatever. They can come up with any, like rule or regulation. It was unlawful for them to do it, but they did it. Anyway, the marches is what changed the situation and it now has allowed cultures to be able to vote in those areas and across the U.S. And it just shows you the fight and that has to happen when it is injustice. And yeah, it took place 50 years ago, but as we can see in America now, it's going on right now. With people losing their lives like Mike Brown and with Eric Gardner and situations like that. We want to change the laws, change the mentality, and I think Selma is a reflection of that.